Welcome, everybody to King David's Kingdom. I'm your host, the King David. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video. So I haven't been posting on this channel in quite some time. I've been focused on other things, and I don't see where this channel gained much traction as much. So, if I see you guys starting this to support and run the views up, then I will upload as frequent as possible. But until then, I'll just upload when I can, or I have, these different thoughts that run across my mind, when I see different topics to talk about. But in today's video, this is like a two-part, review or whatnot, or reaction that I'll be giving my thoughts on, which is one is Angela Simmons talking about how women should embrace their real bodies, and then this is another part is going when I transition is going to be about I believe he's a comedian or some kind of entertainer, but he was on the 85 South show, and he was talking about modern women going out to get BBLs in today's time. So this article right here is by Angela Simmons. Go viral for posting her real body photos, but admit she wasn't always confident. She says, it says Angela Simmons was a trending Twitter topic on Sunday after posting several Instagram photos of herself wearing a bikini during Miami Swim Week. Normally, a woman wearing a bikini in the hot Florida sun isn't anything out of the ordinary, but Simmons was flaunting her natural body and unafraid to show off her ample curves. So she says, when I first moved to Los Angeles around 18 or 19, I knew I wanted to work out. I found a fitness trainer. I was always kind of insecure about my own weight then. And so I kind of figured it all out and figured out the nutritional part, the working out part. And then I've just been working out honestly since then to now. People always like, well, what are you training for? I'm like, I just love working out. I just want to look good and feel good. But most importantly, you feel your best when you're working out all the time. And I wholeheartedly agree. I don't like these pictures, honestly. It made her look too dark. And whoever took this picture, I mean, her body looks great. But at the same time, it's just like, I just don't like the qualities of the quality of the photos or whatnot. So yes, working out is phenomenal. I enjoy getting up every morning or, going out in the afternoon. Sometimes, some days I work out twice a day. So I wholeheartedly agree. But me working out is not for the sole purpose of being on social media. I just enjoy working out. I got into like boxing when I was like 15, 16. Like, I'm not no super professional or anything, but I got into it and, just learned a few things the first time. That's when I started our Sugar Ray Leonard boxing gym. And then when I moved to when I moved to Richmond, Virginia, is when my whole perspective started to change and my outlook started to change on just life in general. But I got to working out a lot more. And, my coach was very strict. He was very like hard on us, it's tough love, but he was, kept me, I picked up the regimen pretty much. And, I was just, ever since then, I just work out. Like, I have these intense workouts where I'm just pouring sweat and just jogging so much. So I kind of picked that up and then I enjoy it. But the sole reason to just work out for social media to get validation, right? I'm not seeking validation from others. I do it for me. It's like, mental therapy for me to be able to jog. So I'm not doing this for people to just, to be accepted and people to like me, to give me likes on Instagram and Facebook and so on and so forth. Like, I don't even really, like, as of the past couple of weeks since my cousin passed away, like, I haven't even been on social media a lot, man, because it's very draining. And, you start to, look at other people's lives and you start to judge your life based upon their lives, which is, not cool. But let's hear what Angela Simmons had to say.
Hello. Let me see.
And just look at all of this pounds of makeup. Like modern women, today's women of today's time, bro, like it's just they're packing their faces with so much makeup, and it's hard to tell like who they really are. Like, I seen a video earlier today on the Shade Room where a female was just like pulling her whole. She got like a scalp kind of wig, and she was just pulling the the wig off her scalp. It looked like her actual scalp, and it's like when they peel back all these things, like men can't do this. We can't, and that's not a problem. I'm not saying it's an issue, but like us men, we can't just, you know, I have like, you know, certain insecurities, right? But I can't just mask that. I can't cover that up. So like for me, I had to embrace it. Like since I was young, like I've been made fun of a lot of things, but I can't just hide that, right? I can't hide none of my flaws. It's just right there, and I gotta embrace it, and I have to deal with it. But as you can see, like all this makeup is just unnecessary for what? Like, but I mean, it's your life. Do what you want to do. But at the same time, it's just like, who are you?
Let me see. Can you guys hear me? Let me make sure. Is everyone in here? Hi.
And another thing about, women today wearing all this makeup, right? It's just unfortunate because society sets that as a high standard of beauty. So basically, women who don't wear makeup, then they feel as though they're not beautiful. And it's not because of men, it's because of the fact that, all of these television shows and these superstars, these celebrities that they follow, they constantly are wearing makeup. And typically they're wearing makeup to intensify, or enhance for the lighting of they want to sell this perfect image to the masses or to the world to make that story I wouldn't say believable, but they want to sell that story even more. So she'll wear this makeup and wear certain things that makes her look 10 times more beautiful. And the celebrities was just the celebrities, and that's how there were women who were celebrities, and you would look up to them like, oh, she's beautiful, and so on and so forth. But you didn't have many women really dying to try to be like celebrities and trying to plaque their face with all this makeup to try to be beautiful like these celebrities. It was like the celebrities had their own lane, and then average people had their own lane, and that's how we kept it separate when I was growing up. But now it's like women just gotta plaque their faces with makeup because they see other women doing it. And then they get on social media. Now it's just like they got this thing called selfie dysphoria, where like women are always just kind of like trying to be the perfect image and this perfect person that they see. And it's just, to me, just too much. Like I love a natural female, man, but I don't want to keep stopping.
I'm so excited to be on here today. I'm gonna wait for some of you guys to come on. I'm so excited to talk to y'all. Look, so I really didn't know that once I put up from Swim Week, Miami, at the Matt Swim Show, I was going to receive the amount of love that I did, and I really appreciate it. But I'm just so overwhelmed. Like, you guys really are supportive, and I'm excited to talk to you today. I'm taking requests so that I can talk to you guys one-on-one about just body and confidence and embracing your body and where you're at. I feel like for me, the journey's been a long one. When I was, let's say maybe 10, I feel like I had a body positivity, like I had confidence issue when it came to my body and how I looked.
At 10 years old, she had confidence issues with her body. First and foremost, before I, go there, we go ahead in that direction, I want to talk about the love. And that's an issue, that's a problem that could lead to a lot of depression because you get too much love. And the love that people can give you, sometimes you need constructive criticism. And that's the issue when you putting yourself out there, you instantly start to, it's like gratification. You're always looking for that love and attention. And that's what you constantly seek. You just want that love. You fiend for that love. But is it the right love? Are you getting the right love? Right? The real genuine love comes from it shouldn't be about, because typically when women were in relationships, the man who approached them and that they built a bond and built a relationship with, right? He loved her for who she was. It may have been her body that may have played a part, because I'm not a guy who, like, I'm just a booty man. Like, I'm infatuated with a fat booty. Like, of course I like it as a man. It's appeasing to me. I love that, right? But it doesn't define who I am, and define what I like in a woman. Like, I love conversation. You as a person, a female could actually be, a petite, really small woman. Like, I'm not even all for big, booties like that. I had went out on a date one time, and the waitress had walked past, and the girl that I was with, she had a very voluptuous body. She was very thick, very curvy. And we sat down, we had dinner, and I think that's what caught her attention about me, because I never paid attention to her butt. Like, she had a really nice shape, a huge butt, and everybody that came across her just was all over her. Like, they just was, just kind of like drooling over her. But me, I just treated her like she was a regular person. So we went out, and a girl walked past, and she had a nice shape too. She was like, I paid attention that you're not really like a butt person. You don't really. I said, I mean, it's great and everything, but I'm more so into conversation and who you are as a person. Like, I look for loyalty in people. Like, you gonna support me because I'm trying. Don't support me when I'm at the finish line and you want to celebrate with me. Support me when I was trying, and when I was, at the beginning, getting myself off the ground and working towards something. I've given you patterns, and I've shown you nothing about me has shown you that I'm lazy, or will show you that I'm incompetent of not being able to accomplish goals. So you should support me knowing that I have a history of being able to save money. I have a history of being able to invest. I have a history of being able to do the right thing. So why would you question when I do something, that if you see it not moving fast enough, why would you question that when I got a pattern for being successful, right? So I think I lost my train of thought. But what I want to say is, like, you know, you got to have people around that's going to give you genuine love, man. And like I said, when the guy fell in love with you for who you were, that's the person that, in a relationship, it's like, this is the person you trying to, it's just like with Aisha Curry. Aisha Curry's trying to get attention from all these other men when you have a guy who loves you for who you are. So why you worry about the opinion of others? And this is the problem when you come to social media and you putting your body on there. You're trying to get all this love from people that really don't matter. So is it real love? The real love comes from your mom, your dad, the person that you have a relationship with, your husband, your kids. Like, that's the real love. The tough love, they're going to tell you the truth. Your man's going to love your body. That's why they say leave things to the imagination of a man. So he can look and say, you know what? When you go out to the public, you might got a thick, curvy woman and she wear clothes that show off her curves, but she ain't revealing too much. That's for your man, and that's for your man to be like, oh, I'm confident. I love her. That gave her confidence because her man loved her. But now women are seeking attention and gratification from others to the point that you start to crave that, and eventually it's not as much love, and that's where it starts to lead to depression, because now you got to take it a step further, and then another step further, and another step further, and then eventually it's never enough. And then another thing I wanted to speak about, because I'm going to just go on to the next video because I don't even want to hear her talk about nothing else. But when she was speaking about how old she was when she started to suffer from, her body and, not, having confidence in herself as time to her body. Do you know at 10 years old we was doing when I was growing up at 10? And a lot of girls, bro, I'm not sure. I can't speak for a lot of young girls. But at the same time, even if that was a thought, it didn't matter. because we had so much fun and we had so much things to not focus on body. Like that's the sad part about the younger generation today. I have nieces, right? And my nieces are on social media. Like my young niece, she thinks she a fashion model. I sat here on the phone with her, listening to her. We talk on FaceTime a lot. I'm sort of like a father figure to her. So I try to give her as much, game as possible, and try to protect her from a lot of the creeps out here. But it's hard. It's difficult because, she has a mom who, is more so like more of like the modern women. Like she agrees with, feminism pretty much, But yeah, I try to let her. I seen her literally talking about, oh yeah, I'm a fashion model. She sat there the whole time trying to find a caption for her video, and I'm like, I'm sorry, for her picture that she's going to upload. So I'm like, you doing all this for a caption? And she's like, yeah, I got all these fans and these people that love me. I said, if people really love you, you asking me for money. Won't you ask them to send you some money? No, they're not going to do that. I was like, well, that's not real love that you're getting, right? So this is what I try to coach and teach the younger generation. But, at a young age, like they worried about, it's probably earlier than that. Now they worried about their bodies. I had my niece, oh, I got to eat more. I got to do this. Why are you even talking about that? You should be focused on school, what you want to be when you grow up. We had fun growing up. You know what I was doing at 10 years old, bro? We was outside. We cut the crate out. We used to have crates, and we'd cut the bottom of the crate, and we'd be out there shooting basketball inside the crates, bro. Like we had so much fun. We was even at 10 years old, I was still playing with Hot Wheels with one of my older friends. One of my friends was like probably like 12. I was 10, he was probably like 12, 13. He was out there playing Hot Wheels with me. Right? So we was out there as things we loved being. It was so much fun just being a kid. Going around having fun. We didn't care about bodies. And at 10, maybe around like I say about 15, right around that time when you start to thinking about having sex and you're thinking about and doing other things. But 10, 11, like no, we was talking about shoes. We was talking about like basketball, sports, and young girls. It was probably still playing with like dolls and stuff. Well, maybe that's a little stretch, but around like 10, like, come on, man, like, no. But I think this generation of women are too focused on body, and that's because they have the worst examples of women to lead them down this rabbit hole of just you have to be perfect. You got to have a fat butt. You got to have a perfect body. And it's just going to destroy them because they're going to look in the mirror and they're going to end up, following these women. And it's going to lead them to deep depression. That's all I see. It's leading to deep depression. Drugs, antidepressants, and, all types of stuff, man. And it's sad. It's sad, but at 10 years old, you was thinking about your body. You was ashamed of your body at 10 years old. We was out having fun. We was going to the movies. We was with our friends. We was having a good time. But at 10 years old, you worried about your body? But let's go on to the next video.